Ready? Just where stuff gets a bit more complicated, so I want you to dial it in here, okay? Now, 4, so arrange them in order of size, alright? So just keep an eye on me here. Taking 2 27s, 29, 3 34s, is it? And a 37. And what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people. Does that kill you guys? Alright. Now, the range, as we well know, is the top minus the bottom. Everybody cool with that? So what's the range? 33, do everybody? Alright, grand. Now the median. What's the middle of 9 people? 9 divided by 2? 4.5 round up to 5. And what's that? Huh? 29. Right. Now, this is going to interest you. Lower quartile. Okay. Lower quartile is 1/4 of the way up. Everybody get that? And there's a problem, alright? You always round up. No matter what, you always round up. Okay, that's the rule for these, okay? So what's 1/4 of 9 people? 2.25. You guys would usually round down, wouldn't you? But unfortunately, with interquartile ranges, you always round up. So who does that mean it's going to be? Third person, which is 27, okay? And for the upper quartile, it's 3/4 of the way there. So lower quartile means 1/4, upper quartile means 3/4. So what's 3/4 of 9? Which rounds off to 7. Right, so that one is the lower quartile is 27, the upper quartile is 34. The interquartile range, 34 take away 27. The two scores take away from each other. Everybody cool with 7? Alright, now something that you need to know about this. The interquartile range, in theory, imagine you had 100 results arranged in order. 100 people arranged in order. Where did the first quarter take place? First quarter would mean the bottom 25% is below this mark. Would be Q1. Q3 would be the top 25% is better than this mark. And what does it do when you take the two scores away from each other? It gives you the range of the middle 50%. Does everybody understand that? In what aspect could this be useful? Where there's extreme outliers on both sides. Imagine you're running a factory that makes nails or something like that, as an example. One day your machine makes nails that are way too big, and these ones represent the outliers that are too large. The next day there's a fault in your machine and the nails come out too small. You can say that the range should be in between the middle 50%, the bottom score, all the way to the top score. That's what the interquartile range does. It gets rid of the outliers, the scores that are too big and the scores that are too small. Alright lads, I'm about to change this up a little bit. You'll need to pay attention for this. This part you'll need to know. Now, what happens next is I'm just going to add on a couple of more numbers here, okay? That's cool with you guys? I'm going to add it all the way up to, even if it's 10, what's the deal with 10? The first quartile will still be 2.5, won't it? And it'll still round up to 3. Does that make sense? The third quartile will be 7.5, won't it? And it will round up to 8, right? But what I'm very interested in is what happens when I make it all the way. Are you listening, Ben? It'll really help you. Any multiple of 4 changes how it's done. So I'm talking about 4, 8, 16, 20, 24, anything like that, okay? Now look what happens when this goes on. Alright, where would the location of the first quartile be this time? Huh? 3. Because 12 divided by 3 is... 12 divided by 4 is 3. Because it goes in evenly, guess what you have to do? You have to average the third and the fourth, which will be 27. What's 3/4 of 12? 9. But this time you'd have to average 9 and to get through 7.5. Do you see the way the technique changes, whether it's a multiple of 4 or not a multiple of 4? That changes the technique, okay? Now, next thing we're going to have a look at is something called standard deviation. Now, I hope I have enough time for this, alright? I'll teach you how to do it on the calculator first, will be the first deal. So here's what you're going to do. Everybody take out your calculator. Please. Are you ready? Really quickly. Menu. Is there a stat mode? Stat mode is 2. 1 variable. We got it? Enter in your numbers. 1, 3, 7, 9, and 10. Is everybody on board so far? Mode, stat, 1 variable, enter in your numbers. Press AC, I believe. Okay. Now, there should be a button that says stat. I knew it on my old one. Yeah, I'm so sure about this one. Sorry? No, there should be a way of accessing the menu. Just give me a sec. Shh. Yeah. Sorry, lads. Lads, everybody see the 3.14 when you press options? So you go back, you press options, you select 2, and see the 3.468 there? That has delta x. That means that's your standard deviation. Okay, lads, try and answer the first 6 questions for tonight. For those of you on the old calculator, press shift stat. I think it's above the number 1. Does anybody see STAT in yellow? That's where that is.